It always sucks as an Amazon seller when you're getting ready to ship your products into Amazon and they split up your inventory into a bunch of different Amazon warehouses. In this video, I'm going to cover distributed inventory placement as well as Amazon's inventory placement service to hopefully give you guys the knowledge that you need to be the most efficient when you're sending your shipments off to Amazon. So for those of you who have sent your first shipments off to Amazon, maybe you've been doing this for quite a while, you know when you're shipping stuff and you don't really have large quantities of each item, Amazon tends to split them up, say 3 units to this warehouse, 4 units to this warehouse, 5 units to that warehouse. And it becomes very frustrating. Not only is it more time consuming because you have to go through, create different shipments, but it also can cost a lot of money when you're having to send 1 or 2 items to a single warehouse facility. So I want to go over the distributed inventory placement as well as the inventory placement service, just so you guys have a better understanding of what they are, how they work, and hopefully it can help you guys be more efficient in your business and save more money. So to start off, distributed inventory placement is basically the default setting inside of your FBA seller account. And what this essentially means is Amazon's going to tell you they're going to split up your shipments if you don't have a ton of quantity of a single item. And you're going to get those big split shipments where you're sending to 3, 4, sometimes 5 different Amazon warehouses. Now, the reason Amazon does this is they want your products available to customers nationwide. So let's say someone in Florida buys one of your products. There's a fulfillment center around that area that can deliver that specific product to the customer within that 2-day prime shipping window. So that's the main reason why Amazon is having you send your products out to a bunch of different warehouses across the country. It's because they want to make sure that your products are available to get to the customer within 2 days. Now, the threshold seems to be when you want to send all of a particular product to the same warehouse, the 18 unit mark is when they just start assigning it to one single warehouse. So if you don't have 18 or more units of a single product, let's say you're sending 18 of this pair of shoes, size 9, the same exact size, the same SKU, the same ASIN. If you don't have 18 of that single item, it's gonna get split up into different warehouses. So if you're someone doing wholesale or online arbitrage, you have the opportunity to purchase 18 or more units of a specific item. I'd recommend doing that. You're gonna save yourself some time and some money when it comes to shipping your products into Amazon. And unfortunately, there's not really any way to counteract this without paying extra money, which I'll get into further in this video. Now, a lot of people don't know Amazon offers a inventory placement service where they guarantee if you turn this on, it doesn't matter if you have only 4 units or 3 units or 5 units of a single item, they're going to guarantee that you're sending that one particular item to the same exact warehouse, and they're not going to split those items up into different shipments. But in order to do this, Amazon's going to be charging you a per unit fee. So for every single item that you have enrolled into the inventory placement service, they're going to charge you a fee. Now, this fee is based on the weight of your item, so definitely make sure before you think about doing this, you know what that cost is going to be. They lay it out for you. Just go ahead and go to your settings, your fulfillment settings, and click on the learn more under inventory placement service, and it'll show you a breakdown of the fee structure. But for most shoes or clothing or smaller items, you're going to be at that smaller 1 to 2 pound tier where it's only going to cost like 30 to 50 cents per unit to have this inventory placement service. Now, inventory placement service is for 2 types of people. One, you just want to save more time and not have to create multiple shipments. It's just a lot easier to not have the headache of all the split shipments. But another thing to note, guys, sometimes when your shipments getting split up to, for example, today I was actually working on a shipment of 273 pairs of shoes, right? And this is what gave me the idea for this video is originally I did not have the inventory placement service turned on. So I had distributed inventory placement turned on. So I was getting these shoes were getting split into 3 different shipments, and 2 of the shipments were going to the East Coast and 1 was staying on the West Coast. I'm located in Arizona, which is closer to the West Coast. So it was going to cost me a ton of money to ship these shipments to the East Coast because they're shoes. You can fit about 15 to 20 pairs of shoes in a box. So it was going to cost me roughly $1.50 to $2 per pair of shoes to ship these all in, right? With all 3 shipments, it was going to come out to about $1.78 with the East Coast shipment and the West Coast shipment combined. But then I turned on inventory placement service and they had me send all 273 pairs of shoes to the warehouse in Phoenix. Usually lately they've been having me send it to California. I haven't had one ever go to Phoenix, so I'm hoping it kind of stays like this, but it cost me about 20 cents per pair of shoes, plus the 40-cent extra fee that I'm paying so I don't have the split shipment. So it's costing me about 60 to 70 cents per pair of shoes using the inventory placement service versus paying $1.70-ish, $1.80-ish if I was just doing it with the distributed inventory placement. So I'm willing to pay that extra 40-cent fee to have them all go to that one warehouse because it's going to be saving me almost $1 per pair of shoes. Now, it doesn't work like this in every case, but I wanted you guys to be aware of that. Sometimes, even though you're paying an extra fee per item to use the service, it can work out in your benefit because you're going to be saving on shipping in some cases. So it's always something to play around with and definitely test out to see, hey, is it going to be cheaper if I just go ahead and pay the inventory placement service fee per shoe versus sending them just the regular way to all the different warehouses. Now, one thing I want you guys to for sure be aware of before you use the inventory placement services, it's going to take a lot longer. Not a ton longer, but it definitely is going to take longer for your guys' items to check in, be processed, and available for the Prime 2-day shipping. Reason being is once you send all these products to one warehouse, Amazon's going to then send your products out to a bunch of different fulfillment centers. So it's still going to be available for customers to purchase, but it's going to say not available for delivery for like 2, 3, 4 weeks until those products reach their final fulfillment center and they become available to ship instantly. So if you're someone looking to turn your product as fast as possible, get it in, get it checked in, and get it sold, you probably want to avoid the inventory placement service. But if you're someone who has more capital to work with and you don't mind waiting the extra week, sometimes up to 2 weeks, for all your products to get transferred out to a bunch of different places, definitely consider checking it out in some cases because it might actually save you money even though you're paying that extra fee. So that's basically all I wanted to cover in this video. I've had a lot of questions about this. How do you get it all sent to one warehouse? How do you go about doing these different things when shipping your products to Amazon? So I hope you guys learned some valuable information in this video. If you're looking to take your Amazon business to the next level, definitely consider checking out the Arbitrage University, my Amazon selling program. Would love to see you guys in there. If you're new to the channel, like I said, definitely consider subscribing. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. I try to reach back out to each and every one of you that ask questions down below. But that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.